Namaskar, I'm Harpreet Kaur and I welcome you all to our live and interactive online training session which we are conducting under the umbrella theme ICT for Teaching and Learning of Mathematics. This particular interactive session is organized by Central Institute of Educational Technology NCERT New Delhi. Well, it's a 5-day, 5-hour training program where each day 1 hour between 4 and 5 p.m. is dedicated to this online training session where we bring you different experts, different topics under this one umbrella theme. Today is day 5 of the training session, which means that we have already done 4 earlier sessions, and today on day 5 we will be talking about digital games and apps for the teaching and learning of mathematics. We all know that mathematics sometimes pose a certain challenge to some of the students who find it very difficult to grasp the concept, to understand the nitty-gritties of it. But through digital learning, we can not only excel in this subject, we can also actually enhance our creativity. We can be more excellent in solving the problems because we are having some entertaining stuff over here. So it is very important to use this digital technology as per our convenience and benefit, especially for understanding of difficult subjects, and this time it's mathematics. So mathematics is going to be fun, not challenging anymore, because this particular training program is meant for all our viewers, students, teachers and teachers educators. You are watching this online training session on our eVidya channels from 6 to 12 and also on our YouTube channel NCERT Official. This session is live and interactive. That means you can always reach out to us with your questions, queries, feedback and experiences. So you can call us on 8800440559. That's the phone number. And in case you want to drop an email to us, then we have a dedicated email ID which is training.helpdesk@ciet.nic.in. Last but not the least, since you're watching us live on our YouTube channel NCERT Official, you can always go to the comment section, put in your questions, suggestions, comments over there, and you will get the answers for sure. And since it's the last day, today is the last day of our training program, so there will be an assessment test as well in which you can participate, and if you score more than 70% you will get a certificate also. All these details in the website and everything will be shared with you during the climax of this particular session. So let's get started, and let me tell you once again, this is day 5 where we are going to talk about digital games and apps for the teaching and learning of mathematics, and we are joined by our expert today. We have with us Mr. Rohit Upadhyay. Sir, namaskar and welcome.
Namaskar.
So, sir is TGT Mathematics from Government Boys Senior Secondary School, New Delhi, and sir will be taking ahead this, interesting conversation with lots of demonstrations as well. So, sir, before we get into the questions and answers, I would like to request you to give our viewers and me a brief of what exactly we are going to learn in this session.
First of all, I want to say that it's an honor to be with all of you today.
Thank you.
This NCERT session. First, I would like to extend my heartfelt thanks to NCERT for giving me the opportunity to share my insight on a topic that is rapidly transforming the field of education.
Yes.
The use of digital games and mobile apps for teaching, learning mathematics.
True, true.
As you certainly said that mathematics can sometimes be perceived as a difficult
yes.
or even intimidating subject.
Absolutely.
By the student actually, but technology offers its innovative tech tools, apps, games that makes learning maths not only more engaging but also more accessible.
Absolutely.
By integrating these digital games and mobile apps into our teaching practice, we can enhance students' understanding and enjoyment of maths in a way that connects with the digital age they live in actually.
Yes, yes.
So today, actually, you are saying what I have in my kitty is basically how digital games and mobile apps we effectively used to teach mathematics. Here we will see some example of popular apps and tools that we can use right away in the classroom, and some of the challenges we face when implementing these tools and how to address them. Absolutely. So these will be the point of discussion today.
Okay, so these are great objectives that we are aiming at in today's session. And so the very, I would say the next question rather, let's talk about the role of these digital games and mobile apps, especially because we are focusing on mobile apps today in mathematics, and what are their key features?
Basically, digital tools, especially games and apps, provide interactive and visual methods
Yes.
for students to grasp mathematical concepts. They offer interactive learning. A student can visualize complex problems, manipulate objects, and immediately see the impact of their choices they made. They can interact with the objects on the gameplay with their hands-on, and there is also one feature, that immediate feedback. Instead of waiting for a teacher's correction, students can see their mistakes and correct them in real time. So that all in real time actually. So there is one more feature is adaptive learning. Basically, these tools adjust difficulty based on the student's ability, creating personalized learning experience, because there are some levels in each game, level 1, level 2, level 3, and we move to the next level.
Right.
And similarly, the difficulty will increase.
So we can say that these games and technologies are quite immersive, and they're fun learning, and they can be customized also, as per the user requirements and convenience. And lastly, you said, of course, they're very easy and fun to learn. So this is something that one should be having. It's like icing on the cake, because this is making the subject really interesting, and you never know what kind of interest in the future you will be going to develop, because you have started on such a beautiful digital note.
Games actually make learning feel like a choir.
Yes.
Yes, and more like a fun activity.
True.
They encourage curiosity and reward efforts at the same time. Problem solving and critical thinking, basically math games and apps often involve puzzles and challenges that require logical thinking, helping students to develop problem solving skills at the same time. They also provide the opportunity for the collaborative learning. Many apps allow for collaboration between students, enhancing teamwork and communication. And at the same time, assessment and progress tracking is also going on in the games hands to hand. Teachers can use these tools to monitor students' performance in real time, identifying areas where individual students need help actually.
Right. So I think this is excellent, because it enhances your critical thinking, creative thinking, and you get, as you said, you get instant feedback, and you can always go back to the platform and learn again. You can always start to play again. There is no waiting or queue or anything else that you're not getting the space. It's in your hands, right? Very handy. And of course, you will demonstrate, and then we will see how user friendly these games and this particular interface is, or interfaces are. And now let's talk about the categorization. Do we categorize these games and apps in certain categories?
Yes, in the world of digital apps and games, we can broadly classify them into two broad categories. First is generic apps like Kahoot, Mentimeter, quizzes, Quizlet, and many more, or even a symbol presentation, which can be used across various subjects, including mathematics. They can be used for the content delivery and make any of the subjects more engaging, interactive, enjoyable. While the subject-specific apps basically designed specifically for maths education, such as Desmos, GeoGebra, RoboCompass, and many others also in the list. While both types of tools are valuable, subject-specific tools offers deeper integration with math content, helping students grasp complex mathematical concept in a more interactive way actually. To effectively use technology in mathematics classroom, we need a strong understanding of both the subject and the digital tools available. Sometimes apart from subject and digital tools, we also need to understand the socio-economic background of the users, how they will be using our apps, games, puzzles, and all those, how efficient they are, how capable they are in handling those technology. So also NCF is also emphasizes building a mathematical mindset, or say mathematization in our students. It's not just about learning content, but about developing skills like logical reasoning, problem solving, and abstract thinking. It's not that the tool that matters actually, but how effectively and appropriately we are using that makes a difference.
True.
So sometimes traditional way can give us a more efficient result. So we need to understand that it's all about children learning, not the technology itself. sometimes we see that most of the time high quality interaction between the teacher and the children and between the children themselves is the key. So we need to focus more of effectively using the apps, not merely using any technology in the teaching learning process.
Right. So, in the previous sessions, we have learned about these apps like GeoGebra, Desmos, Robo, and virtual labs, etc. So, how can we use them on a mobile interface? So I would request you to kindly demonstrate all of it for our viewers.
So one of the most powerful, before going to the demonstration phase, I want to say that when used effectively, technology allows children to develop high level skills such as experimenting, discovering, reflecting, hypothesis making, predicting, generalizing and testing, etc. One of the most powerful aspects of using these apps and games in maths is the ability to visualize, visualize concept that we can't see with the naked eyes. Tools like 3D modeling, software and augmented reality application help students to interact, play, enjoy with a better understand complex mathematical structure. This helps a student to see pattern, explore geometry in 3D and even experience abstract algebra actually.
Right, sir, right.
So, can you move ahead with
Of course, I'm waiting for all these demonstrations because I want to use this mobile, which is a very handy gadget, and I want to learn that how these apps that we've learned to use previously can be used on a mobile interface. It's going to be really interesting.
So, it is not always possible for a teachers to carry the mobile or laptop in the classroom, or not always it is possible to have students in the computer lab.
Yes.
So here in the previous session, you all have heard the names and seen the demonstration of many apps and games like Desmos, GeoGebra, RoboCompass, Virtual Labs, PHET simulation, etc. But we all see that on the computer screen. So, but here I will mainly focus on the mobile interface of these apps and games.
Right.
So let's start with the first one and the very popular one, GeoGebra.
Yeah.
This is dynamic app. This actually helps students visualize and manipulate math problems in real time actually. Teacher can create interactive lesson where students can explore geometry, algebra and calculus.
Okay.
The software encourages constructive teaching learning process, strategies, skills. Students becomes creator, discovering patterns and solving problems on their own.
Right, right.
Rather than passively receiving information. So let's check directly our.
So let's get started and open the same on the mobile interface. It's time for GeoGebra. So you can also learn simultaneously.
I'm just opening this GeoGebra. So you can see the interface here where there is a graph, and then at the bottom we can see some panels like functions, numerical things like these. So okay, so here if we input something, like suppose I am just putting here a simple linear equation. So general linear equations like ax plus by plus c is equal to 0. When you input something and press enter, you directly see some slider here like A, B, C.
Right.
So you can easily demonstrate what happens when the value of C changes, what happens when the value of A changes. So suppose if I am changing the value of C here, so what are you observing on the screen?
Well, I can see that line on the graph is moving as per the changing values.
So it is moving ahead of the basically origin or center. If we are just increasing the value of C, so it is going downwards.
That's right.
And if we decreasing the value of C, it is going upward.
That's right.
So at the same way, if we put the value C is equal to 0, it is passing through the origin. So this is how we can easily demonstrate and make this a very attractive to the students. They can basically play with this. Yeah, they can input different equations, different
values.
Yes, very true. So if I change the value of A, so you can see it is just rotating on like this. So I'm just
right. So you're changing the values, and that line on the graph is rotating accordingly. So children can put different inputs, as you said, and they can also practice anything that they want on this particular app.
If A becomes 0, the line will be parallel to x-axis. If we make the value of B parallel equal to 0, let's see what happens. So it is parallel to y-axis.
Yes, yes.
So if we make it both 0, so what will happen? So this will pass through the x-axis.
Which we can see on the screen.
Yes. Okay. So this is.
So this is the use of GeoGebra when
Yes.
it comes to.
Apart from this, GeoGebra has a very rich library.
Okay.
So we can explore that library going to the red burger icon here.
Okay.
So here's a option of open. So we can open here. So this is a library. So you can just search anything. You will get that. Suppose sin x. So there are different applets of sin x you can see here. We can demonstrate simple algebraic equations and the graph of simple algebraic equations here through the mobile.
So we've seen the graph. So like if we have time, can you demonstrate something else on this
Yes,
mobile app?
Suppose if I am just putting here a different equation, suppose I'm just making it the same, ax square
Okay.
plus bx plus c is equal to 0. So you can see here, okay, so here you can see that there are two equal, so this input is incorrect, so I'm just modifying it.
Okay. So students can also simultaneously check the errors?
Yes.
Okay, that's very great. And do they need to create an account before using these apps, mobile apps, or they can access them directly?
They can access them directly on the mobile also.
Okay. And the problems or the questions that we have on these apps, whatever has been fed so far, are these class specific or the content gets updated every time?
If you see its BAV interface, there are topic wise and subtopic wise classification of applets are there. Great. So you can explore there also.
Right.
You can see the graph of the parabola right on your screen. So if we change the same thing, if we change the value of c, so it is going away or come closer to the origin.
Right, right.
So this is a way you can basically demonstrate the things through GeoGebra.
Okay.
Since I am saying that it has a rich library, please explore each and every resource which is in the library of GeoGebra. You just need to search, input the topic or subtopic, you will get the applet, already prepared applet on your screen.
Right. So now let's move on to another app, if you allow.
Yes, yes. So this is also a similar app. This is also a graphic calculator, Desmos. So in Desmos, I'm just
So while you are opening this app, let me read it out for
yes.
the viewers. The Desmos is an online graphing calculator that simplifies complex mathematical functions and equations. It is widely used in classrooms for visualizing graphs, solving algebraic equations, and understanding relationships between variables. Desmos also offers interactive activities that engage students in exploring mathematical concepts through hands-on problem solving.
Very true. Thank you so much for explaining me and for all of us.
Well, I've just read it, but I request you to explain it a bit to our viewers.
So this is simply a graphic calculator like GeoGebra. So interface is also same like you can see on your screen. So here also it has a very rich library of resources. You can just search the example, line slope intercept form, line point slope form. You just need to just click on any of the resource. Suppose I'm clicking the graph of sin x plus a and fx plus gx.
Right.
So you can see the change here.
Right.
So apart from this, there are so many. Suppose there is a equation of the line in slope intercept form, y equal to mx plus v. So if I change the value of m, what happens?
Right.
You can see.
Well, of course, the line is changing its position.
Yes, it is changing its angle
Angle
of
also,
slope
yes,
basically.
yes.
So if I change that constant term,
Right.
so it is just moving away from the origin and coming closer to the origin. So these are just simple interface things. You can basically explore them, and it will take, I think it will take another session for the, especially for Desmos or GeoGebra, to have the hands-on practice of these apps.
Right, but are there some different features also of these apps that we need to know, something that is available on a mobile interface? Anything special or unique about it?
Actually, all the features which is available on web, all are available on the mobile interface also.
All right.
Mobile is actually very handy.
Yes.
So you can take it to classroom and show it to the students like this. Ki
Yes.
just see. And it is not always possible for the student to have the sense of a computer directly.
Right.
So you can basically take your mobile or tablet in the classroom and demonstrate the things to the students.
Right, right. So now, is there anything else that you would like to demonstrate through this app, or can we go ahead to another app?
We can move forward with the next app.
Right. So, like before you move forward, just want to request all our viewers that are watching us right now, especially our students. See, sir, is demonstrating this app on a mobile. So, I think when you are watching this session, at the same time, you can also keep your mobile handy. You can use this mobile interface, this app, and if at all any query, anything that is coming to your mind, please feel free to reach out to us. We are there on YouTube, NCERT Official. You can always call us, and email ID is also there. This entire information is flashing on your screen simultaneously. So, what's the next app?
So next app is very advanced level of app, which is called WolframAlpha. It is basically a computational search engine that offers step-by-step solution to a mathematical problem, ranging from basic arithmetic to advanced calculus and algebra.
Okay.
So generally we use this for advanced things, advanced mathematics. It serves as a valuable resources for both students and teachers, providing explanations, graphs, interactive problem solving experiences across a range of topics.
Wow.
So I request every one of you to just explore your Play Store and download these different apps and use it. Basically, if you use it appropriately, then it will make difference. It will make wonders in the life of students. They feel mathematics not like the subject which they used to feel like.
Now,
earlier.
sir, before you jump onto this map, you're a teacher yourself, app, sorry, you are a teacher yourself. So, like, do you also use these apps while, making the students learn in the classroom?
Yes, definitely. And all the apps which I am discussing here, I actually use every app with my students, with my
Okay.
colleagues, with my fellow teachers, mentors. So these all apps are very important, very engaging, very efficient
Right.
in teaching, learning mathematics, to make mathematics more enjoyable actually.
Okay, all right.
So this is we can move forward
Yes,
with the
absolutely.
next very interesting app, which is basically Jenny for many students and teachers. So it is a Photomath.
Okay.
So it is a mobile app that allows students to solve math problems simply by taking a picture like this. So simply by taking the pictures, if you scan any problem, so it basically this is a great app which provide both students and teachers, as it encourages self-guided learning
Okay.
and offers support in solving complex equations, algebra and calculus problems. So you can download and just scan any problem.
Right.
It will definitely provide you the solution.
Right. So after that, what we have, sir?
So there is a next game, that is TuxMath.
It sounds very interesting.
Yes, this is an arcade style educational game. So while I was preparing this, so it was just an hour just I was playing this game. So this is very interesting. Basically this game, in this game we can see the range from primary students, middle students. They will definitely enjoy this.
Absolutely. While you are opening the app, let me read it out for all our viewers out there about TuxMath. So TuxMath is an arcade-style educational game designed to help students practice arithmetic skills. Players solve math problems to defend their penguin's planet from falling meteorites, combining fast-paced gameplay with math practice, making it ideal for reinforcing basic operations like addition, subtraction, multiplication and division. Now let's see how interesting and informative it's going to be.
So let's explore
Yes.
together. You can also do it simultaneously, TuxMath.
Okay.
So this is a interface of TuxMath. So here are many types like addition, subtraction, multiplication, division. So I am just starting with the similar simple one, addition. So we can choose any of the one, some from 1 to 3, some from 0 to 5, some up to 15. So I have chosen here some up to 15.
Okay.
So you can see here in the interface, like 12 plus 1 is 13. So
Right.
just enter 13. 13 plus 1 is 14. 5 plus 2, 7. 13 plus 1, 14. So children can play it like
Play it for hours, and
Yes.
also it has great sound effect, you know.
Yes.
Before the session, of course, you were explaining the app to me, and with sound effects it becomes even more interesting.
Yes, yes, yes. So let's check.
So is this meant specially for primary level students? I mean,
Yes,
they can enjoy this app?
Mainly primary and middle, because
Okay.
here you can see I'm just going backward. So here's a questions from the multiplication and division also. So if you choose multiplication, so 5 times table, 4 times table, 7 times table. So let's start with the 7 times table. So let's check what will come. So 7 into 10, 70. Just hit that. 7 7 ja 49. After this, children will not hate
Maths.
learning tables actually.
Exactly. So it's, you know, learning while playing.
So
You just take multiplication. Now let's take one example of subtraction and division
yes.
also.
Okay, okay. So let's go back to subtraction.
Yes.
Subtract 0 to 10. So you can see the galaxy here, and the penguin is just sitting on his computer, its computer. 2 minus 2 is coming 0.
Okay.
Enter.
Yeah.
5 minus 4 1. Enter. ओके मैं पर्पसफुली इसको कुछ और करके देखता हूँ. सपोज 2 minus 2 is there.
That's right.
I'm just, it is 0, but I'm just putting here 1. What will happen?
Yes, yes.
No, it is not hitting
It's
the
not
target.
hitting the target, yes.
2 minus 2, 2. It is not hitting. It is hitting somewhere else. It will hit only when the answer is right. 2 minus 2 0. 9 minus 4 5.
So you can always actually analyze, you take the instant feedback whether the solution is correct or not. Right.
So TuxMath is a free software and it very, very, very engaging.
And accessible through all the platforms,
Yes.
Android and iPhones?
Yes.
Okay. So what else we have after this? I think TuxMath is really interesting. I really enjoyed it.
To be frank, I want to play it.
Oh really? You feel like playing it? So I'm sure the students out there who are watching this right now, probably they are also busy playing it. Yeah.
So next, let's go back, come back to next slide, and here we have two very important apps.
Okay.
Basically, I love those two apps much. Euclidea and Pythagorea.
Okay.
When we use GeoGebra, Desmos, and like graphic calculator, so these two apps provide us the opportunity to practice all those things which we learn through Desmos and
Right,
GeoGebra.
right.
So suppose in Euclidea there are many possibilities to explore various geometrical ideas. Suppose I'm just opening Euclidea. You can see my interface of Euclidea here. So I'm just entering. You can see here are some label stages: alpha, beta, gamma, delta. So if you complete the alpha stage, only then you can move to the beta
stage.
So there is a sense of challenge also. You always
You're
challenge
reaching different levels.
Yes. So this is a thing. We need to draw a circle with center as O and radius as OP. So task completed.
Yeah.
Move to the next task. Now we are exploring point tool. So in point tools, we need to just put the points on the intersection places. So Euclid originally defined the point as that which has no part. There is a very
so what is this like specific aim of this app Euclidea?
The aim of this app is basically Euclidea and Pythagorea. Both apps are basically challenge player to solve geometry based puzzle.
Okay.
So Euclidea focus on constructing geometry figures using minimal steps.
Okay.
If you solve any problem in the minimal steps, you will get extra stars, extra rewards. So Euclidea focuses on constructing geometric figures using minimal steps, encouraging creative problem solving, while Pythagorea offers puzzle based on the Pythagoras theorem, geometrical concept. Both games make learning geometry fun and interactive, helping students develop a deeper understanding of shapes, angle, distance through hands-on gameplay basically.
Right.
So next, go back to the next thing. So I'm
sure when students use these apps on a digital mode, and then when they apply the same concepts and principles when it comes to pen and paper mode, they're already like very much through with the concepts, and they can score really well in the examination. And as we have seen that these are apps very handy. You can use them as per your own convenience, at your own pace. You can always go back to the application. You can improve, you can practice, you can rehearse, and you get the instant feedback also.
Here is a task to create a equilateral triangle basically. So we are just creating it. So we get the 3 stars.
Yes.
All 3 angles of a equilateral triangle are always 60°. So next task, there is a hidden one more stars here. We can make extra triangle.
Okay.
So if we make extra, so we will get extra star here.
Okay, so you also get motivated while you're solving the puzzles or you are solving the problems or understanding the concepts. That's really encouraging.
Yes, yes, very true. So here we need to make an angle of 60°. So how easily we can do this?
Yes.
Suppose we have created a circle. Again we have created a circle. Just a line tool. This is the angle of 60
Very
degree.
nice, yes.
So
So we are left with almost 10 to 12 minutes. So what's next, can we learn, or is there anything else more important that you would like to show?
Yes.
Okay.
I have many other apps and games also. Apart from this, I want to show you the interface of Euclidea a bit. So
Please, yes.
Pythagorea actually.
Okay.
So in Pythagorea, there is a list of topics like length and distance, parallels, isosceles triangles, medians and mid segments, reflections. So start with the length and distance. So
Okay.
here is a task, construct the midpoint of the segment. So where will be the midpoint? Suppose it is here. If it is true, we can move forward. Now construct the midpoint of this line segment.
Well, can we have it on the screen, please? Yeah.
So midpoint of the segment is here. Consider 2 points that divide the segment into 3 equal parts. So let's check here and here. So this way we can move forward. It also has a different stages like Euclidea also.
Okay.
So we can explore this.
All right.
Let's move forward to another segment.
Yes.
Here we have see the things which we can explore on the mobile.
Yes.
While I was just researching for these sessions, I got to know about the National Council for Teachers of Mathematics, basically websites.
Okay.
So it offers a variety of resources like mobile apps, games, categorically for different classes. So we can also explore this. Here we have such as Okata's Rescue, Pick a Path. There are some games here which focus on problem solving, pattern recognition and number operation basically. They provide interactive experience.
Right. So that is quite interesting. Yes.
So
let's move ahead.
Yes, let's move ahead. So after this, there is also a website called Mass Learning Center. There is a list of resources like fractions, geoboard, math clock here on this website. So we can explore that also. Let's check this. Math Learning Center.
Okay, so please elaborate about this website, Maths app.
Okay, I'm just opening it in the browser.
Okay. So can we, even our students can learn from this. That sir, exactly, can you tell us the link from where we can open this app? Which is the browser, or is there any particular link that we can use on the browser?
This is Maths Learning Center. You can just search
type Maths Learning Center. Okay.
.org. You can get the different apps here.
So it's mathslearningcenter.org. Okay.
So I'm just putting here.
Right.
You can see the many free apps, math apps here. Fractions, geoboard, math clock.
We can see it on the screen also.
Vocabulary cards, money pieces, number charts. So there are many like number frames, number line, number pieces. You can explore all these. these will be very helpful for our students. Like I'm just opening GeoGebra, like open, go to web app. So
Okay.
so we can use these apps also.
Okay.
Let's move forward.
Yes, let's move forward. So, sir, why don't you just elaborate for our students about fractions, geoboard, and maths clock, since you are a teacher? So,
Okay.
let's just talk about that also.
So okay, we can
Yeah.
certainly use that also.
Yeah. And I think it is very important to understand the concepts in class, but more importantly, if you practice it regularly, then of course it becomes all the more interesting.
So
Right.
after GeoGebra, I'm just opening fraction, its web view. So on this interface, teacher can actually create their own math games and puzzles.
Nice.
So how many parts? So you can search, check that if you want to add something, you can add, or like this. So there's a variety of apps here. After fractions, geoboard, math clock. Here's a math clock. In math clock, you will get, you can basically create clock.
Okay.
If I want to use how many parts, suppose I want 4 part here. I want the hand.
Right. So now, sir, like we are left with like 5-6 minutes. Is there anything important that our students should know about these mobile apps and games?
There are many, but most important thing is how effectively we are using these.
Right.
So we can start with a few or even a one, but we must start.
Right.
We must
start playing them and learning from them. Also, as per National Education Policy 2020, it is very important to incorporate digital learning, in your curriculum or in the way students learn and grasp the concepts. So, are there any challenges also that one faces while using these apps?
Definitely. While these tools looks very exciting, we cannot overlook challenges.
Yes.
There are some challenges actually, like access to technology. Not all students may have access to a smartphone or tablet. In such cases, we can consider school-based learning labs or use low-cost apps that run on basic smartphones. And I request each one of you to please go through the TPAC models to understand how to use technology effectively with the students. So teachers' familiarity with the technology. As teachers, we might feel apprehensive sometimes about using new technology. My advice to all of you is to please pick just one tool, not more, just one tool. Practice using it and gradually introduce it to your students. There is also a distraction risk. We always think of that, that. Some might worry that students could use these devices for non-education purposes. To address this, we need to establish a clear guidelines, use apps with monitoring features, or integrate technology into specific lessons with timed uses basically. So these are some challenges. But at the same time, you are saying that we have few minutes left. So, and as we come to the end of our session, let's recap. So, I urge you all to experiment with these tools. Even it's just starting with one tool. Technology is not here to replace us as a teacher. It is here to empower us actually, enhance the learning experience of our students. One thing I want to reiterate, which I mentioned 2-3 times. It's all about children's learning, not the technology itself. It's not the tool that matters, but how effectively and appropriately we are using. That makes a difference.
Absolutely, sir. So, I mean, that was a lovely interaction, and thank you so much for making us understand these apps and games in such a fun-loving manner, and you made them sound so interesting and easy to use. Thank you so much for your contribution.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much.
So,
we wish you success as you integrate these tools in your teaching. Thank you so much.
Absolutely. So, viewers, that was our day 5 of the training session where we talked about digital games and apps for the teaching and learning of mathematics, and we learned about them, on a mobile interface, which was of course fun and interesting. if you want to learn mathematics, you want to be a pro at it, I think these are the stepping stones which you can use. And now it's time for us to review our website or watch it, because we all know that these training programs and everything, every information is there on ciet.ncert.gov.in. That's our website, and you are watching these sessions. Of course, you have already registered yourself, but for those who have joined us today for the very first time, let me give you a brief recap of how do we reach to this activity. So there is a particular option of activities. You go to the workshop and training option. Under that, you scroll down and you find this current activity which is going on, and that is our online training on ICT for teaching and learning of mathematics. Now, when you will land on this page, what you will find? You will find this schedule. First of all, there are objectives of this training session, why we are having it, a brief overview of what we are going to learn, and then there is a proper schedule, what we learned on day 1, day 2, day 3, day 4, day 5. You can go through all of this because this is a 5-day, 5-hour training session. And who all can participate? Students, teachers and teachers, educators, parents, administrators, and anybody who is interested over there can definitely participate in this. So those who already know, who have watched the sessions carefully, they know that this is a program schedule that you can have with all the topics, with the guests coming in, and of course the ultimate step is to register yourself, because unless and until you complete the step 1, you cannot participate in the post assessment. Second step will be very easy. Just watch all these sessions live and learn about the topic. Sessions are live on eVidya channels and YouTube channel NCERT official. That was the training program that we conducted on 14th of October. Today is the last day, that's 18. After that, you can take the online course or participate in the post assessment, get yourself certified, which is extremely important. How you can do that? You watch the sessions, you can take the assessment test, and if you score 70% or above, that's the main thing, you can definitely get yourself a certificate. You can access the same on Diksha website. Lastly, it is very important for us to receive your feedback, because unless and until we are getting that, we won't be able to improve upon our sessions or include anything that is new and for your benefit. So you can submit your feedback either by clicking on this link or scanning this code. If there is anything else that you would like to share, we have this email ID for you, which is training.helpdesk@ciet.nic.in, that we keep on repeating during the sessions, or you can call us on the number that is given. Now that's about the website that I have showed you, and it's time for me to wrap up today's session. I hope you enjoyed the session. You will take this assessment test and you will qualify with flying colors. So our best wishes are with you, and before I wind up, let's look at what's coming ahead. So can we have our live schedule on the screen? Yes, it's very much there. So in a short while from now, you can watch our session Sahyog. This is going to be an interactive session where we talk about psychological counseling. It is meant for parents, teachers, educators, followed by a session on school leadership and development that is presented by NCERT and NEPA. This session is meant specially for the school heads of the country. Now with this is a wrap. This is me, Harpreet Kaur, taking leave of you, but you stay tuned for more educational programs. Namaskar.